Hey, this is Liv Warfield, and you're watching Musicians Reveal with Joe Kelley.
My next guest here on Musicians Reveal, I've wanted to have her on for many years. We finally have her in the studio here, and she is a tremendous singer, songwriter, cabaret, aerial artist. She toured the world with Prince and the MPG, has performed and recorded with Nancy Wilson, Roquets Royale, and she has released 3 solo CDs, and we're going to talk about everything and in between. So Liv Warfield, welcome to Musicians Reveal.
Thank you so much for having me. What an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. And you're doing 3 or 4 shows out in theaters in Zani.
Right now, it's 3 shows.
Okay.
You have to excuse me because I live downtown. So
Okay.
I'm waiting for the fire trucks to come any second. So like
the north side or the south side?
Exactly. Well, I'm downtown, like down middle of downtown.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yes. So
oh yeah, that's all right. It's better than New York City. I'm in upstate New York. I'm Saratoga Springs, New York. So
okay. Understood. Yeah, but
so go ahead.
I'm doing 3 shows a week now, and it's the summertime. So, but in the fall and the winter, I think they add like 4 or 5 shows. So it's fun.
Yeah,
it's an experience. Yes.
Yeah, people can go to the website. Do you have it on the top of your head? We're going to have it in the links when it airs.
Yeah, I believe it's teatrozinzani.com.
Okay.
/Chicago. Yes.
And apologize. I didn't introduce you as Madam Zinzani.
No, it's okay.
Right? I saw that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, for those that don't know, you added this to your performance resume, aerial arts. Tell us how you got involved with this and are using it today.
Well, when I started to do Teatro Zinzani, this was probably like 5 years ago. I mean, I was always inspired by the Cirque acts there. I was a gymnast way back in the day for like 14, 15 years. Like that's how it started for me. So when I got to do this, I met Drea Weber, who is Pink's trainer, who was Cher's choreographer and trainer. And when me and Drea started to work together, I was like, Drea, I'm interested. I want to start flying. Like, would you teach me? And she did. Like maybe 3 years down the line, it was called Cabaret Zazu. And she was like, this is your time to try it. So I just dove in. Like it really changed my life. It really changed me. I felt like I was back when I was a gymnast. I can do some things.
Yeah, right.
But it was amazing. It was a test. It was a test to my willingness to just try to do something different. I'm always pushing myself to try to do something different. And my body gave me the approval.
Oh yeah.
Not too much longer probably, but
you never know. Come on.
No, exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing. You don't know. Right. And Drea was really patient and I just took to it. It was like lovely. It was amazing. And singing at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, of course I was inspired by Pink and I'm like, let me try this.
Right.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had a question. Upside down singing, is there a big difference? And do you have to do something to make it sound the notes coming out right?
It's a big difference. But no, I think I said because of the gymnastics training 14 years. Well, I was till 14, 15 years old. I started when I was 6. Maybe that was kind of the thing that was just in me, maybe. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It happened.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I got a quick funny story. I whenever I saw the clips of you performing the aerial arts, I started getting twitches because, and this is a true story. We had a townhouse years ago in a converted factory warehouse, or whatever. Yeah. Above us, we were getting tremendous pounding on our ceiling, like boom, boom, boom. I went up, knocked on the door. I knew the guy who lived there.
Yeah.
He opens the door, the ropes, the loops, everything hanging from the ceiling, unicycle, juggling pins and knives. They had an aerial arts school. They were training people above where we lived. That was a lot of stress. And my dog would hide under the table, the ceiling. And I
Yes,
found out
true
because I saw
artist.
on YouTube the video,
Yeah.
and finally we moved out, and I heard 2 weeks later they sold their townhouse. So, oh
Okay.
well, we but it's crazy. Yeah.
It
Where
is.
where where do you rehearse?
Actually at the tent at Zinzani. It's downtown
Okay.
Chicago in the Cambria Hotel on the 14th floor. So when I get a chance to go in there and, try to rehearse and work out some things I can, I'm definitely not like, my castmates. I mean, they're incredible. They're insane what they do every night, every night. It's extraordinary to see it. And it's really honestly inspiring to be in the room
Hmm.
and actually to have the live music playing. And I don't know, it's just a different kind of energy in there. It's a different thing what I've normally done for many of years, and I love it. Actually, I really love it. I love
Right.
it. I do.
So shows booked all through the end of the year, and you can go to the website and go see Liv,
Yes, yes,
hang out
please.
with her, say hello to her before the show
Yes,
or after the show. I'm sure
yes.
you're friendly with everybody. But let's talk about music. The
Mm,
new album, well, it's a year and a half, but still it's great. In the music business, albums go on forever sometimes.
yes.
Edge, this is your third solo record. And
Mhm.
right off the bat, man, those are great singles.
Oh wow, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. The
Thank you.
inspiration for this record, you work a lot with Ryan Waters, your musical partner?
I worked a lot with Ryan. I also worked a lot with my bass player. I worked a lot with the whole band.
Okay.
And even in the past, music that I've done. Um, this record was a testament for me to be able to do it on my own, meaning without a label, without all of the things that I was used to. Um, so it was just like, how do I pull myself up out of the things that kind of had me weighted a little bit, and
Mhm.
um, an open door to like, what else do I want to say? Because I hadn't done a record since The Unexpected, which was 2014. So it
Right.
took me a while to just figure it out, and this was amazing. This was just an open door of like, okay, you got this. What do you want to say? Like the music for me is ebb and flow. It changes a lot, like the record that I did with Nancy Wilson of Heart, like the whole rock and roll, that energy, that vibe. Um, and who knows? I mean, maybe I want to do some like jazz or something like that. I try to just go with the flow of what my heart is telling me,
Right.
not necessarily like I gotta put out a record here or there, or like a year and a half. I can't necessarily force myself in that way. It just has to come. And then that record, The Edge, it just was like we were just ready.
Yeah.
The band was ready. Ryan was ready. Ryan had all the songs, and I was like,
Right.
okay, let's go. So it was amazing.
Yeah. Maybe they'll take your picture. That was the first single. So what was your choice off for that?
Uh, what was my
It's
first choice to
funky.
listen to?
Yeah, it's funky. How'd
Um,
you decide on that one?
I don't know. I asked everybody. I
Okay.
was like, what are you all feeling? Like, what do you, because there's so many songs on there that I like. My
Hmm.
choice would have been Bloom.
Right. Yeah.
But Picture was just like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
I see you, Ryan, it was perfect. Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. And people should go to livwarfieldofficial.com and also
Yeah.
YouTube, Liv Warfield. We'll have all the links up there and watch
Thank
those videos because you definitely be, if you don't know her from the Prince and the MPG days, you'll know this is an amazing artist who
you. Yes.
continues to make great music. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Edge. I know you've been doing dates in between you were out in Chicago. You did a date with a few members of the MPG, right?
Yes.
Mike
Yes.
Scott. Yeah.
Yes. Mike Scott. Oh my God. Tommy Barbarella.
Mm,
Oh my goodness. It was that was crazy. And actually how I got inspired by it was I think a year before, me, Sonny T, Mike Scott, and Brandon Commodore.
mhm.
Let me tell you,
Mm.
that whole experience with Sonny just changed. Like it just did something to me. Like
Mm.
to be able to play with him, to be in that room, just to feel that energy. It was like vortex. It was crazy. And I'm like, I want to do it again. Sonny couldn't join us on the last one I just did, but I'm just like, can we please
Right.
do this again more often? Because, we take some of Prince's songs And I try to do them the way that I feel,
Mhm.
I hope that he would like, and just do
Right.
them in the way that how I feel that, the energy of how I guess I want to interpret it, And man, Sonny and
Yeah.
Mike
Steady
Scott,
as ever, right? Mike Scott and Tommy Barbarella on the keys. Yeah. And
crazy.
Brandon. Yeah.
And Brandon,
Right.
crazy. It was so
And that was
crazy.
at the Dakota Jazz Club. Prince led that
No,
club
the
as
Dakota
well. Oh, that
was
wasn't?
well, the Dakota was Sonny,
Oh,
Brandon,
yeah. Yeah,
and
you're
Mike
right.
Scott.
Yeah, you
But
were in
at the
Chicago.
tent, in Chicago, Teatro Zanzani, it was like I said, Tommy Barbarella, Mike Scott, Brandon Commodore, and my guy from Mint Condition on bass, Rick.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was like crazy. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
was really curious because when you're doing a show with different members of Prince's career that
Mm.
you weren't necessarily with uh, a lot, how do you decide on a set list? Do you talk it over and see what they're willing to
I
play? Or
do. I
yeah.
do. Um, I do, just because maybe for me, sometimes songs hold different emotional weight for different members of the band,
Mhm.
comfortability or uncomfortability. I don't know. Like, for instance, there was a lady, I have to say this just for me, when I did the show, she's like, I came all the way to this show and I didn't get to hear you sing Purple Rain. And I said, not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have nothing against anybody who's been just, no, like for me, no. And if that chance ever happened for me, I think that is such a spiritual opening. I don't know. For me, it just holds so much weight. I just know when I was performing with him live and doing that song, how that just did something to me. So to your question, like, yeah, I always ask the guys that. I always
Mhm.
ask you, do you want to do this, or do you want to do, I'm trying to think of a song that one of them, they were like, mm-mm.
Oh, no. You
It
did I
holds
Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, right?
What's that?
I Can Never Take the Place of You. Did you do that one?
I think I did that. I might have done that like during a pandemic, not with them,
Oh, okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe I did. I'm trying
I
to
don't know.
remember if I did or not. But yeah, so I asked the guys the question, and then we fall in. We fall in
Right.
and we agree to the songs that we want to do, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it would
crazy.
be nice with all the tree of Prince and the Minneapolis Sun and everybody in there get a nice festival together. Everybody's
Right?
cooperating, I'm sure, and tour venues all around the world
That
like
would be
that. The
amazing.
demand definitely would be there. Yeah.
Yes. That
Yeah.
would be amazing. Yes.
Right. Before we get into your introduction to work with Prince, I wanted to go back to Peoria, Illinois. How far away is that from Chicago?
About 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
and a half hours. Yeah. South.
So you grew up in some strict Pentecostal household, right? What was
Very
that
much.
like? Yeah.
Very, very much. Yeah. It was strict. Um, I just learned a lot sneaking out, listening to different songs. Because I grew up on a lot of gospel, which is great. Clark Sisters, Reverend James Cleveland, like all of that was amazing because that was, that's my center.
Mhm.
But my ears were always picking stuff up because my mom had us in, violin early. I wasn't necessarily reading, but my ear would always just pick up to just different sounds. And but my dad, every once in a while, would sneak me some stuff. But for the most part, actually, as a gymnast training, I would be listening to, what they would have, classic rock
Mhm.
playing in the background, and Etta James, the Rain Man soundtrack, changed my whole. When I heard her,
Mhm.
it was like my voice instantly tethered to the fact of, oh my God, like I heard my sound. Or she could be hard, she could be soft, she could be all the things about Etta. Like even now I'm getting chills talking about her.
Wow.
But she was my first ear, like, oh yeah, I could, really wanted it. I
Mhm.
really wanted that. But that was a life. Singing was not a life that I could even imagine. I wanted to perform, but I just was like, I never do that. Like,
Did
I'm
you
going
sing in the
somewhere.
church? Were you
No,
singing in the church a lot? Oh, you didn't?
No, I never
Okay.
sang around anybody. I never
Okay.
sang in church. I never really, nobody knew anything.
Okay. You had it all inside, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I
Yeah.
did. And when I left home, I really like, I just broke loose because I had all the things that I was like craving for, you
Mhm.
know, that my heart was craving for. You know, I was listening to Whitney a lot. Who else? Janet Jackson a lot. Uh, who else? Oh, my parents did tell me the one thing that probably changed me as a performer was Diana Ross. They said to keep me from crying, they would set me in front of the TV and I would watch the midnight special and watch her change into these outfits. And
Right.
that was another pull. So I don't understand
Wow.
why they couldn't see that.
Yeah, yeah, right. So,
Like,
so many people reference that show like that I have on like their midnight
do they?
special. Oh yeah, they're maybe because we're all getting old. I mean, you're younger than me, but so
Mhm.
many of your people that they mention
Yeah.
something about the midnight special. Even Charlie Will, the Gap Band was on
Yeah.
there with Leon Russell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
backing him. Yeah, so
Yes. Yes.
uh, so I read something when you went to college out in Oregon that you did a little Miles Davis Back to the Crowd singing. Was that true?
Oh yeah.
Uh huh.
For sure. I
Right.
mean, I couldn't look. It wasn't intentional. Well, it was intentional because I couldn't look at people.
Okay.
I couldn't, I could not sing in front of the crowd of people. I was like singing my back to the crowd. I think Linda Hornbuckle was her name, bless her. She was one of my mentors, and she was like, honey, if you want to sing, you want to be a singer, I'm gonna need you to turn around and let people see you because you can't be doing this all night, you know?
Right.
And it was just, when I tell you baby steps for me, and like really from the ground up, grassroots, definitely for me. Like definitely. Like I'm even talking about this now. It's amazing just to see how you unconsciously, subconsciously manifest, and it's
Right.
sitting back there in your mind, whether if it's the story you want to tell with your life or performance or whatever it is, because I knew it was the thing that I wanted to do, but how do I get there, or how do I let my voice be heard, kind of thing, you know? So it's just the trip,
Yeah.
the whole
What were
journey.
your before you got into your own music and bands and stuff like that? What was your go-to karaoke songs in those days?
Oh man, I'll always love you, of course. That was probably my first song I ever sang. Etta James, At Last,
Okay.
always.
Hmm.
Those are the main two. And then Shaka Khan's Through the Fire.
Ah, great
Yes.
song. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could see the butterflies starting to fly, and
Mm.
that introduction with Prince. You've been at the right place, and you've been prepared. It seems for all these huge things in your career. What was the experience getting into that Paisley Park fold?
Uh, wow. That was by chance. I had done my first record, Embrace Me, in 2006. I was like, this music industry stuff isn't for me.
Right.
I'm done. Even though I had a really great experience, like the record was doing really well. It was
Mhm.
the traveling, it was the performances, it was the like, I'm not built for this kind of energy. And I'm like, I have one more show left, I think in Arizona or something. And I said, I'm done doing this. So I met, I think in Atlanta, Marva King. She was
Oh,
at my
she's
show.
been on the show a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy named Rick. And Marva had told me Prince was looking for a background vocalist. And I was like, I'm not doing that gig. Like I can sing, I can sing and I can blend well with people, I believe, but there's no way. Thank you, Marva. I appreciate it, you know. And
Was
I
she
also,
gonna stay in the group or?
I think she was leaving at that
Oh,
time. I
okay.
think she was getting ready
Right.
to leave. And I just was like, well, I'm not the person. Like I have such a cool gig, but nah. So end up finding out that they sent a video anyway to him.
Ah, okay.
Um, and 3 months later, I ended up getting a call back, random, and they were like, Prince would like to meet you. And I'm thinking like, wait, what? Like, I remember I was in the salon. I tell this story a lot. I was in the salon. I was getting my hair done. I was getting a full weave put in my hair, and then the phone rings, and then they're like,
Right.
"You're gonna get a call from an unknown number." So I'm like, hair half done, some hair out, and I'm on the phone, and then sure enough, he's like, "Liv, this is Prince," and I'm like, "Wait, like this is what?"
The Prince. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and I love your voice, and I'd like to meet you, and would you, I have some shows, and would you be interested in coming to Paisley? And of course, and then said a few words. After that, I got to Paisley Park, and actually 2 days before then, I had to study like 40 or 50 songs. I didn't
Right.
like, I was in that man's catalog, like printing them out, getting all the things. Cause I mean, I knew the music, but I didn't know the songs like that,
Right.
So I just didn't know what to expect. I didn't know he was going to call me to do this and that, but, anyway, so I got to Paisley Park, and he was lovely. I was so scared. I waited all day in that hotel room.
Was it the Chanhassen down the road, right?
Chanhassen.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, this is not a regular audition. I've never actually even been to like an audition. Like, I just didn't know.
Right.
And I think it was like around 7 o'clock at night, I think 6 or 7. And he came and he opened up the door. So nice, so chill. He could tell I was nervous as hell. He was like, "Are you hungry?" And I'm like, "No."
Right.
I don't want to do nothing but just go sing,
Right.
sing for you and go back to the hotel,
Right.
And he was just like, "No, just chill out." And we had dinner, and man, he was so cool. And we got to sing together. And that's when I met Shelby and Marva. And it was crazy. Like, I just had to like snap myself out of it, because he sat down at the piano and just started to just playing like effortlessly, just playing like it was just, I feel like my heart was about to explode, like pull it together. And then we sang some Sly stuff. And I think I learned a little bit of stuff off of the Lotus Flower, maybe just trying to see how well we blend together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that moment changed my life. And he was like, "We love your voice, and you want to come sing with us?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, he offered it that night?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
he said,
great.
"I like your voice." And that was that. And it was crazy, because I still wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready for what was about to come.
We had Lisa on the show a couple
Yes.
weeks ago, and she gave some big credit to you and Shelby. And something sticks in my mind. She said about you always had the tough note, the middle note. What exactly is that in three ladies singing together?
I just had that melody, but the thing was, it was always I guess I want to say, trying to match sometimes his tonality, and to just to kind of hold maybe like hold the line sometimes, because our voices were very different, but it was just always a challenge, because we were always kind of like jumping here and there, and, oh, maybe I want you to take the soprano lift sometimes. And because of the tonality of what the song calls for, maybe Elisa had to sing alto, and Elisa's a soprano.
Right.
But maybe the tonality called for my voice to sing the soprano sometimes. But I mean, we were trained. I mean, we were like a machine,
Right.
and I loved it. I loved it. I loved being able to sit down with him in a circle, and he would just acoustically, it was like campfire singing with us.
Yeah.
Every day with him. And you take that sometimes for granted, like what a time, what a time to be around somebody like that, to teach you, to talk. It wasn't always work. It was conversation. It was all the things, everything, life. It was beautiful.
Did he ever mention to you that he preferred female vocalists over males? Because there's always that talk. He did.
In my mind, you can clearly see, honey.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I mean, it was, no, I mean, he never, ever. It was just, I don't know. It was just so cool with him, though.
Right.
Hanging, cracking jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was everything.
And Elisa, she I think mentioned also she wants a reunion with you and Shelby.
We definitely should do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been
maybe
in
an
my
album
heart.
together. That would be cool.
That would be cool too. That's been in my heart, for real. Yes,
Right.
I agree.
Did you do shows with Prince or record first with him in the studio?
I recorded first.
Okay. Do you remember
Um,
the early part, what you were recording?
that's a good question. I want to say, I could be wrong, but it was like maybe Future Soul Song.
I love that track. Yeah.
Maybe it was something off of that definitely Lotus Flower record. But I do know that the first shows for me were the Nokia Theater shows, those 3 shows that he did.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was like, okay, honey, buckle your seatbelt, because this is you do not get the manual for this.
Right.
Like, jump in, you know.
And what was the venue? He was pissed about the sound. That's no. I think it was at the theater.
Nokia. I mean,
Yeah.
Which venue?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Which venue? Yeah, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like to the max, and I was like, oh my God, this is okay. Here we go. And I remember him putting that tambourine in my hand, like, no, you're just not gonna be standing there side to side clapping your hands.
Yeah.
We gonna give you a tambourine and we gonna give you the drum machine.
Right, right. So hey, you learned everything on the fly like that. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about a preference? Anything that you worked on or eventually want to see from the vault, either concert videos, I don't call them necessarily videos, or recordings unreleased that haven't been released. Do you have anything off the top of your head you'd love to see the light of day?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, I don't even know how to answer that question.
Too many things.
Yeah, as an artist.
Yeah. Right. How talk about the White House. Mm-hmm. Playing for President Obama. Ooh. That must have been incredible.
That was another thing that was like, it doesn't really hit for me. It hit maybe, but it didn't hit me until now when you think about, because you're just moving. You're constantly in the, just the awe of it, the I don't know, the meaning of all of it. The why of all of it, the purpose of all of it. Like, you're here in the midst of this, this is historical on so many levels. So that was life-changing, and I go back and I look at the picture sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, this is right. It was special. Really, really special time.
No giving away comp tickets for that event, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they sealed everything up. Yeah, like definitely. Nothing. Yeah, right. Yeah.
The last time I saw Prince was you were in the band. It was December 29th, 2013, Mohegan Sun, the 3rd show in Connecticut at the casino. And there was a lot of video released officially from Paisley Park. And I wanted to talk about The Sweeter He Is. You're featured prominently in that song. How did that get decided to be in the set?
I don't know. I mean, the thing about him to me was, I think with anybody, kind of like last minute, we'll have the songs that we're supposed to do, and like last minute, it's kind of being thrown in there like a wild card sometimes. Sometimes it's always set up, but then it's a wild card and you're like, uh-oh. And then, but I also understand it because it's the energy of it all. I think when he presented the song to us the first time, I was like, oh, wow, this is stunning. Right. This song is amazing. It just, I don't know, like it's interesting, the songs that he does find, and then he introduces it to the band, and then we have a chance to kind of chirp on it, sing on it a little bit,
Yeah, so that song he gave the 3 of the ladies.
Great it was amazing. Yeah. So it was just a nice way of him always wanting the band and everybody to be inclusive in that way, just everybody's energy and frequency. That's what I loved about him the most, because he knows he didn't have to do that, but it's like a family up there,
Especially towards the end of his career, he was doing it pretty often like that. Giving up space on the stage.
Yes.
Yeah. Was one of the things, I don't know if you remember this, but unplanned, that during Janelle Monáe's set, he was wheeled out on a handcart. You remember that?
Oh, God,
What was the story behind that? Is there a story? Because I was like,
Honestly, I don't know. That's
yeah,
probably between him and Janelle, but I have no
okay,
clue because we didn't know until
yeah,
we probably saw him being wheeled in the hallway.
yeah. It's
We
like,
were,
okay,
I mean, I know I was looking like, what is going on, you
right,
know? And
yeah,
there it is, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, quite a picture, yeah, and it's like, wow, that's
Yeah.
something I'd never seen before on
Yeah. I was
stage,
like, oh,
right? Then he
okay. And
popped back out, yeah.
then yes, of course. Always surprising.
You recently knocked over one of the toughest critics in the world, Simon Cowell on
Oh,
America's Got
wow.
Talent. How did you decide to get involved in that program, and what was the experience like getting the golden buzzer and everything, man? That was great.
Thank you. That was crazy. That was life changing and an experience because I think I did it. I think they reached out and then I was like, you know what? I told the band, I was like, yeah, let's try to do American Talent. I think I told the band, like, hold your breath for a second, you guys. Like, I know I'm going to ask this question. Are you going to look at me like, what? And they
Mhm.
were down for it. And I wanted to do it because I wanted to show, because for me, the industry at the time, even then at the time, and that wasn't long ago, hitting a wall of like live performance for me. Like,
Okay.
I was like, what we do live to me, I was like, I just need the experience and just not experience. I just need the chance to bring everything that I have learned to more stages. It's just harder now, you know? And I just wanted the world to see it. I wanted the world to see a representation of me, my band, live
Mhm.
music, and have the chance to do it, you know? And when I was up there, it just all hit me at once because I know where I've started. I know I know everything that I've sacrificed, not just me, but other artists, you know, that get overlooked sometimes by social media numbers.
Right.
Um, and I don't know, it's just all of it just came flooding on me on stage.
Yeah.
And I think he's felt it. And that was the thing for me is I just wanted the world to feel it. Whatever was going to happen, what was going to happen.
Right.
Whether it was golden or not, or thank you for coming, I was cool with that because I just wanted the world to feel the frequency of what we can do, you know. And when he did it, I was like, what? What? Wait, honestly was just not even prepared for the confetti, for
Yeah.
the, for the everything. I just
And the
was,
presentation of the button, right?
I just was
Right.
overwhelmed because I was like, no, you better not, girl, you better not cry hard in front of everybody. Like, you better not, like, please hold this
Right.
together. And we had a long talk at the very end. And it was a learning experience down to everything, just how the world, reality, that whole thing really changed, good and bad, you know,
Right.
good and bad for me. Um,
In what ways?
Good because the exposure was amazing.
Right.
It was amazing, especially for the first song we did, Stare, because I wasn't in my head, right? I
Mhm.
was just like, here we are, raw. When we got into it, the thing that made it stressful for me is that now I'm trying to contain something that just comes so spirit sent for me
Mhm.
that I got to be careful about the gift that I've been given and how I'm using it. That's how I felt. And then the comments and then this and then that. And I just had to learn like self-containment and why I'm doing it. And so it just, even now, it's like taking me a lot to kind of get out of why I'm doing it, the why for me, you know?
Right.
Um, yeah, so it was all the things, it was all the emotions that I had to run up against, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it because it opened up a new perspective, a new side for me that I was burying.
Yeah, I'm sure I mean, I read the comments, a lot of the videos and, you know, very
Hmm.
positive. I'm sure you picked up a bunch of new fans. And how
Yes.
about the promoters for getting gigs like that? Do they take, I mean, you've got a great resume right off the bat.
Bless.
with all the people you work with, and does it help since you did that show?
I mean, it helps. I don't necessarily know, and that's probably on me about the promoter part of it. Like I just felt, I don't know. I felt indifferent, you know.
Okay.
I felt very indifferent. It's great. Like it's
Right.
really amazing, but I also was just fighting with that, you know,
Right.
fighting with it for a long time. Yeah.
Oh, I had a question just came to my head. What is, I don't know if it's any different than other instruments. What is it like having 6 horns on one side, 6 horns the other, blaring while you're singing? Is there a like, what does that feel like?
Energy beyond, it's just energy.
Okay.
It's crazy frequency. It's like a rush, a body rush. It's it makes you feel like the superpower.
Okay. Wow.
Because they give you so much, you know. And I'm already the type of person that I am as far as me performing. I'm already like, I don't know, have all this angst and energy. And then when you hear the horns, it's like, you know, it's, I don't know, it's a different thing. And it's inspiring for me, you know, because they give that extra, you know,
Oh yeah.
explosion.
And you
It is
brought
a
them
wrecking
along to
ball for
different
real,
projects. Yeah.
you
You
know.
brought different, Roy was on the first single,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Playing his
God.
trombone. Yeah. We had Lynn Grissett on the show about 6 months
Yes,
ago. Yeah.
yes,
He's a cool guy. Yeah.
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yes.
Yeah. So you still keep in touch with a lot of the people on the MPG that you
I
toured
try
with?
to, for sure. Like a
Yeah.
lot of those guys are absolutely amazing and doing their own things, like Marcus Anderson, man, Keith, like BK, like those guys, Adrian, a lot of them, Phil Lassiter, like a lot of them are
Yeah.
amazing things. Yeah, of course they are. You know,
Right.
those guys are incredible. So I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah. That first video, well, the video you did off the one album for Prince, I didn't realize Nikki West was playing for that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. She was in
Mhm.
there. Yeah.
That's
So,
right. Yes.
John Blackwell, he was a really good friend of ours. So it was you did a lot of tours with him, right?
John.
Yeah.
Yes. John was always inspiring me. When he saw probably the stress and the difficulty in me, oh
Mhm.
man, John was always right there. He was always like just making me laugh, but just always inspiring me, always, you know, put me on the music. Just, yeah. I miss,
I always mention the story with John Blackwell. I think it was his first solo record. He calls me up. He's like, "Hey Joe, I gotta play you some of my new album."
yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah, sure. I thought
Yeah.
it'd be like 10, 20 seconds here, 26 there. He played song by song the entire thing, commentary in between each song. It was like 2 hours long just to finish to
That's,
the last song. And I was like, I
yep.
wasn't going to interrupt him. I mean, it wasn't even released. It was, I was honored he did that, but yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's definitely John Blackwell for sure.
Yeah. I always felt like when he called, like it was like, he thought the wires were tapped and we were like in the mafia. Cause he never said Prince. He'd go like, your boy. He would say, your boy. I knew we
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
flying
Yeah.
Prince. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know him better than I do.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, funny times. Yeah. Um, the upcoming future, I know you're doing Zinzani in
Yeah.
Chicago with your own music. Do you have anything planned out for the end of the year coming up?
Not the end of not this year. Next year is going to be pretty amazing, pretty big year. I get to do a lot of the songs off of my 3 albums with the symphony, Peoria Symphony.
Oh,
That's going
okay.
to be massive, and I'm really, really excited about this because hopefully it pushes out to something else. I'm working on a new record. I just did an amazing shoot and like a small documentary with Norman Seeff. Like
Oh, okay.
it's a lot of amazing stuff happening. I just wanted it to be in the whatever right timing is. I think it's kind of like energy. Like I always say, like things will present themselves as they should. And I just need to know what I need to say right now. I'm on a different energy right now. So, but I'm
Right.
excited about the next project. I am. I really am.
You still working with Ryan on some of the
I,
stuff?
of course,
Yeah.
yes, and I might tap into some other things and other writers and stuff like that and producers. Because yeah, I just, I like to just push the envelope and try things different. I don't like to always try to do stuff repeatedly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to look forward to it. I mean, we've been supporting you on radio
Thank you.
for
So
years, and look forward to you coming out with your own band.
thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're in upstate New York, but we'll travel. We used to live right near New York City and Connecticut, so yeah.
Thank you.
So you got to rest up. You got a couple days off, right? Before
Yeah, I have a couple
getting
days
back in the
off.
action.
Back to being Madame Zanzani again. So
Do you
yeah.
sing any songs during that show, grounded, or are you always up in the air for a lot of
No,
stuff?
I'm grounded. For
Okay.
for the most part, these shows, yeah, I'm definitely grounded. I might do something maybe in the fall or winter. I'm training for it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're always a lot of positivity, so we'll continue to
Thank
support you,
you.
Liv. Yeah,
Thank you so much,
yeah.
really.
And the V, L, small, I,
Yeah.
and V. That's it. That's
Yep.
yours.
Yes.
Yeah. So hey, thanks for all the music all these years, and of course the performances we saw you with Prince, and just
Bless.
wish you the best. And finally, we talk. So
Yes.
we'll love to have you back on the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
So
it.
if you want to check out Liv's music, Liv Warfield's music, it will be on our radio station, Musicians Reveal Radio, on Live 365, and we'll have it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all the big networks, but it'll be up there for eternity until those companies go out of business. Yeah. So thank you, Liv.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.